So first, hipster baby names for boys. One I absolutely love is the name Chip. Chip is short for Charles. You never hear it anymore. It was actually really popular back in the 1960s over in America. But even in the 1960s, at the height of its popularity, 0.008% of boys in the world were called Chip. So this is a really great one if you're looking for an unusual hipster type of name. It is short, it's not hard to spell or too pretentious, but it's super unusual and really nice because you've got that lovely English expression. He's a chip off the old block, which means kind of just like his dad. So if you're going to have a little boy who you think is going to look exactly like his dad, this is a really nice name. Some hipster names are really cultural. So how about the name Oberon? Oberon is actually from Shakespeare Midsummer Night's Dream, which is an amazing play. We actually got married on Midsummer's Eve, so it would be a great choice for us. And Oberon means royal bear. So with the huge trend towards animal names and nature names, this brings two perfectly together and that literary theme as well. For nicknames, you could obviously go with Bear. You could also go with Ronnie, which are two hipster names on the rise. But yeah, Oberon is not on the top 1,000 list and is a really, really beautiful and underused name. Now the next name is one that isn't technically a name, so you won't see it popping up on any sort of name lists anywhere, but it is popping up in the baby naming kind of community on kind of chat forums, and that is the name Binks. Binks sounds so cute, and with the rise in popularity of hipster names like Jax, this is something that's going to be more up and coming that you can choose. It doesn't really mean anything, it's just got a beautiful little sound. It'd be great as a first name or a middle name. I think it is really, really lovely. If you're a Star Wars fan, obviously you have got Jar Jar Binks to think about, so that could be a winner for some of the dads out there. Next up for boys is an animal name that I've actually loved for years and years and years. We see animal hipster names are out there at the moment like bear, like fox, but how about one that's not in the top popularity list, and that is Wolfie. Wolfie is so cute. It is not difficult to pronounce or understand, but is super duper unusual and just a really, really lovely name for your little man cub that you get running around at home. It's actually gone down in popularity, which for a hipster name list is a good thing. So it is down 2,800 places this year in terms of popularity. So get in there quick because I'm sure it will be back up on the rise. So my last hipster baby name is Albie. Albie is not in the top 1,000, but it sounds obviously a lot like Alfie, a lot like Archer, and names that are real hipster staples now. So you can be ahead of the curve by choosing this name. It also means bright, which is a really, really lovely baby name meaning. It's featured in some kids' books. There's a lovely kids' book called Supermarket Zoo with a little blonde boy called Albie. We read that every single night. So it's a really, really gorgeous little name, and I wouldn't use the full name, but you could use Albert. So if you have an Albert in your family, that's a really nice hipster way of commemorating that name. So moving on to hipster girl names, so names that are not in the top 1,000 list, but could be used for your daughter. What about Juniper? I absolutely love the name Juniper. It's really grown on me, and I actually quite like it for a boy as well. But it means evergreen shrub, so it's a beautiful, young, youthful name. It's just never reached the heights of some of those other kind of floral or nature names, which is great if you're looking for something really unusual but really beautiful. It's actually part of what they call the Geneva name set. So names like Genevieve, Jennifer, they're all kind of together. So if you have any of those names in your family, then Juniper is a really beautiful one. And of course, the nickname can be June, which I also think is a lovely hipster throwback name because it's kind of nice to find those old-fashioned names that aren't so popular anymore. Juniper is just absolutely stunning as a name. Next up is a girl name that was really popular back in the 1950s, but hasn't been used since, but I absolutely love, and that is the name Connie. Connie is such a cute name. It is short for Constance, but it's just such a traditional English heritage name, but that hasn't kind of gone back into the mainstream yet. So I would get ahead of the curve and start thinking if the name Connie could be one for you. We've seen the comeback of a name that I love, which is Mabel, and that's kind of become a kind of mainstream hipster baby name at the moment. So how about taking it one step further and thinking about a word name, which is a fable? I really like the name Fable because I love the sound of it, and it's got that lovely literary feel to it as well, and that storytelling is quite unusual. It's really soft and lovely and would make a beautiful name for a little girl. And my last Hipster Baby name for a little girl is the name Nana. How cute is the name Nana? I just literally love it. As soon as I started thinking about Hipster Baby names, this is one I really wanted to share because it is so cute and it covers off so many of the Hipster Baby name trends. So it is a literary name in terms of Peter Pan, mainly with Nana the dog, but it's covered off in so many different cultures. So it's Japanese, it means green. In Hebrew, it means grace. It comes up in lots of African baby name lists where it means lady. So in terms of a really multicultural name, Nana would be an amazing one for a little girl. I hope you've liked these Hipster Baby names. I know they're kind of quite divisive. Some people love them and some people absolutely hate them. Let me know if you've got any of these names or if you've heard any names that you kind of think will be up and coming soon. I love baby names and would love to hear all of your choices and what you think of these. You can comment right below on YouTube. I've got a few other baby naming vlogs on my channel. I am naming my third baby, but I'm just genuinely obsessed with baby names. You can click subscribe to have a watch of all of the other baby name vlogs and to follow me on my pregnancy journey. It would mean a lot if you gave this a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.